This is a review of Hyatt Place Al Rigga in Dubai. This is in May 2025. So Hyatt Place is made up of two sections. This first one, where the main reception is the hotel, and to the left side you have to get there. Well, it's a bit of a faff getting to that side. I'll show you in a second, but that's where they have the service departments. A little bit about the area. You've got plenty of food places. Directly opposite is the main road, where you've got barbers, you've got plenty of shops, and basically around the block where Hyatt Place is. So on the right hand side there's two supermarkets which are both 24 hours. You can see just there's a gents hair salon. There's a 24-hour gym there, but the hotel has its own gym inside, and there's loads of food and cafes to the backside as well, so plenty of that. There's a pharmacy there as well, so I mean you're fairly well catered for. Directly opposite you have a mosque here, so let's take a look inside the reception. Also, you've got a car park here. Huge car park, nothing to do with the hotel. The hotel has its own car park in the basement. If you are coming by car and you show up here at reception, there's a valet free of charge, and he gives you a ticket and parks your car in the basement. Alternatively, on the back side, so you go right and right again, or left and left again, it'll take you to the car park at the back, which goes into the basement, and that's obviously free of charge as well. You just tap your room card and that opens the gate. So let's take a look inside the reception. So here we are in the reception. So to the right hand side is the meeting rooms for corporate events. Got a small waiting area over here, and the expensive shops of the hotels. They've got two reception desks, and then a business suite slash waiting area back here as well. I've been told you can use these computers if you do that kind of thing while you're away. Now, just through here is where they do breakfast. Generally you get free breakfast here, and if you get the dinner and lunch, that's also here. Here's a cash point, but it's not free. They do charge you a fee. Got a cafe here, which is chargeable, and the free breakfast. So here's the breakfast area. You got all the free cakes. I mean, there's a fairly decent selection. Although the main cuisine is generally to the South Indian palate. We've got coffee machines, juices, teas, and then here's your cereals. Sweet potato mash. I mean, the other day they had sweet corn in some kind of a salt water, which I thought was a bit unusual. But like I said, it's generally towards the Indian taste palette. What was that? Fish teriyaki sauce. So, you know, they make the different kinds of eggs. You can just request the chef, he'll make your omelette or boiled egg or however you like it. And there's more seating area, and there is a coffee machine inside that quarter of a van. So that's breakfast.
I'll be right back.
Now past the main lobby area. If you go through those back doors, you see the shops behind. Let's just show you that. Oh, they have a club here as well, the El Barrio Club. If you're into that thing. Kind of thing. But through the back, you've got laundry, cafeteria, another barber's, little supermarket here. There's a supermarket just there on the corner of the road on the right hand side. That's the 24-hour one. And just there where you see it says paid parking, that's the hotel's parking. And like I said, for hotel guests, you just tap your key card and it lets you in for free. So, back inside the hotel. There's the club door. And this is where we're going to catch the lifts to level 1. I'm on the apartment side, so I'm going to show you how we get there. In the lifts, you've got a keycard touch system, so you just touch your card there and it takes you to the level that you need to be at. And once you're at level 1, they have their beauty salon. There's prayer rooms. You have the outdoor pool. Toilets and changing rooms. This is the only pool the hotel has. So you want to get in here either really early morning or in the evening when the weather is bearable, depending on what season you come in, obviously. But in May, you know, round about now is quite bearable, but as you get closer to midday and it's closer to 40 degrees, it's pretty hot. So yeah, nice pool. Got the towels here. So let's get back inside. And we're back in the corridor. Here we have the wellness spa and the 24-hour gym, which is usually pretty much empty, just like it is now. Maximum 2 or 3 people in there that I've ever seen. Now, the reason I'm walking down this corridor, other than showing you the various facilities, is because I'm basically going across the bridge into the apartment side. So you come through here, and then this is the set of lifts you want to catch for the apartments on whatever floor you're on. And if you're lucky enough to be on level 1, then you'll be here. And the apartments are generally 2 to 3 bedroom. You know, the key issues I would probably note that all hotels generally in Diroside suffer from is low water pressure, and they give their toothpaste in what looks like salt and pepper sachets, but otherwise they're fairly well equipped in the rooms. And we'll stop here and then pop back when we're inside. So into the apartment, and you can see we've got the dining area followed by living. The view's not great from outside. I don't even think you can open the balcony. You probably wouldn't with the sweltering heat. But you can see some of the high street shops. And then you come through into the guest toilet. I mean, it's just a shame with things like the ceiling tiles. It just makes it look so, well, grotty. But otherwise, it doesn't look too bad. the kitchen area. Now, I did actually have to move rooms, well, apartments, because the first one had a horrible smell in it. This one smells significantly better, but it still does. And the guy said it's just from other people's cooking. I thought it was smoking smell as well, but to be honest, there are quite a lot of smoking rooms in this hotel, even though it's got no smoking signs everywhere. So you just got to be mindful of that. It's the 3-pin plug, just like the UK, pretty much throughout Dubai, so you don't have to worry about carrying the adapters. Here's the ensuite bathroom for one of the rooms. Again, fairly nice. They give you all the toiletries, although it's looking quite dull in there, I must say. Oh, that's better. And this is bedroom 1. You've got a nice clock with the old school iPod connector. TV. And I believe they give you the ironing. There's a safe there. No, but there's an ironing board in the other room, I'm fairly certain. You come over to bedroom 2. Again, fairly nice. There we go. Main road, big mosque just outside the hotel. There's loads of parking there, but it's not the hotel's parking. The hotel's got its own parking in the basement. And if we come over here, we've got the ironing board and the iron. And safe in this room as well. And I believe this one's got a bathtub rather than a shower. So yeah, everything you'll need. Even got some slippers down there. And that is the apartment. So back down in the reception waiting area. Just thought I'd go through a few final bits. If you are thinking of renting a car here, it's fairly easy and relatively cheap to do so. I've managed to get a family saloon for about 160, 175 pound for about 2 weeks. That comes with the auto pay Salic. Most of the rental cars come with a Salic system. So when you're going through toll roads or certain car parks, it just charges you automatically and it gets taken off your deposit. Parking is relatively cheap everywhere. It's between £1 and £3-ish for the average stay of between 1 to 3 hours. Is roughly about £1 an hour. If you go to the really, like the central areas, maybe a little bit more, maybe £3 or £4 an hour. But if you go to generally any of the tourist hotspots, so like the Dubai Mall, parking in those kind of areas are free. It's all catered for. Or if you go to any of the attractions like Green Planet, again, the parking is included in your ticket. As you're driving around, the rules are relatively similar to most of Europe. The only thing is when you're coming up to the ramps, especially on the motorways, Google Maps isn't so well catered. Often you miss your exit, which can be really frustrating because the positioning of your lane becomes extremely important. I would recommend using Waze. That's been extremely helpful. I've stopped missing so many exits ever since I've been using that. Other than that, for this area, Al Rigga, you're very close. Everything is very cheap in this area, right? So, contrary to what you've probably heard in the past, that Dubai is a very expensive place to be, it's really not. As long as you stay away from the mall and the glitzy area, which is a nice day trip, but everything else, especially on this side, Dira, Al Rigga, it's really, really cheap. Food is very cheap. Family of 4. We've been having food from the Pakistani restaurants. We get it delivered using an app called Talabat, or we can go to the restaurant, but it's like between I would say 15 and 18-ish pounds if you really want to blow the budget. That's what your average family of 4 eats for. So yeah, it's very cheap. Within 15 to 20 minutes drive of here, you can get to the knife center, which is your clothes shopping, perfume shopping. You also have your gold souk. You get obviously very good rates of gold here. A lot of women come for their jewelry, and you get 5% tax reclaim at the airport. Just make sure you've got a picture of your passport, because they will need the details when they're giving you your receipt if you want to claim back your tax. Other than that, you've got Global Village here, which is brilliant. It's about a half an hour, 40-minute drive. But obviously that's seasonal. You want to check when that opens. You've got the Future Museum, Museum of the Future. You want to buy tickets for that prior to coming, because they can get pretty busy. I've known a lot of people that have come out here wanting to buy the ticket as they come, and that's often not possible. And what else? You've got the desert safaris and things like that. There's plenty to do. I would say Dubai can basically consume you for about a week. We've came here for about 2 weeks because we've got some family out here as well. But you know, reality is you need about a week maximum in Dubai for a nice holiday. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.